All right, guys, coming at you. This one is for men. And, right off the bat, I'm just going to say we're not going to treat you the same way we're going to treat the ladies. There are different mechanisms that are involved in how we get back to flow, how we get to our authentic place of soul. Is about the best way I know to put that. For men, I challenge men quite a bit because we're living in a day and age where 99% of men don't understand who they are in the aspect of how the mechanisms of a relationship work. They don't understand the energy dynamics. And we want to be able to put those up on a board and help you understand those dynamics. But we also want to be able to show you what is in the way, because there's a lot of subconscious processes that are frequently in people's way. And a lot of that was things that were conditioned into us as men by society, by our childhood. There's just a lot of toxicity, things that have become, and again, the best way to say it is subconscious. So it's not necessarily our fault until you know better. When you know better, you need to do better. And a lot of men will slip into a victim mentality. They'll begin using, if they have a historical aspect of using external coping mechanisms like projection or avoidance. The four horsemen of the apocalypse: contempt, criticism, defensiveness, stonewalling. All of these are things that we want to show people how to have a cure for as well. You need to know what it is that you're doing. You need to become aware. You need to wake up, right? Aware, acknowledge, accept what you've been doing, that you are receiving in the relationship what it is that you've been creating. The thing is you may not know what it is that you've been creating. So we're going to bring this to your consciousness. We're going to make sure that you know, and then we're going to challenge you to step into playing big, not continuing to play small, understanding that, that woman that's in your relationship, or that even maybe wants to leave the relationship, the manual on how she works is not as complicated as you think. The number one mechanism that we're going to point to, although there's a whole bunch of them, is protecting her heart and serving her heart and stepping up into what it means to be authentic masculine energy. She wants you to lead, but she wants you to lead from a very specific dynamic. You've got to be present. We're going to teach you about the 5 Ps, and you need to know what's in between you and being your authentic self, because quite honestly, if you can melt defensive mechanisms that come from generational trauma, or childhood modeling, or past relationship traumas, and then there's a whole bunch of things like puberty that are in between here and there. The brain does what the brain expects to do. There's terabytes of subconscious data that are being processed that we need to become aware of what these patterns are. Because once you bring awareness, acknowledgement, and acceptance to the patterns, then you can move into these very clear distinctions of choice, and you can choose your path of least resistance. You can begin doing the work that you need to do to claim your own power, man. Claim your own. Don't let your energy leak. We're going to go over a lot of things. We're going to teach you how to capture this energy that you've been wanting, both in your relationship and, quite honestly, in the rest of your life as well, because this will affect everything you do as far as business. This will affect everything that you do as far as fulfillment in life. And I want to show you how to melt all of those masks, those defensive energies, step into a place of authentic vulnerability where it's raw and we're like, okay, enough of this. I want to reclaim my power. I know who I am, what I'm made of, and what I came here to do. And your woman has been dying for you to do that, to create a place of safety. And we're going to go over a lot of this. When your woman says, I don't feel the same way about you, I'm not attracted to you anymore, she's saying she doesn't like this version of you. That's what she's saying. She's saying that I don't trust you with my heart in some version of mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually, financially, something. The little girl that's been hiding behind her heart doesn't trust you. We want to teach you how to create a space that will absolutely make her bloom into a sun goddess that will feed everything in your life, make it brighter, make it taste better. It's just, you want that. Let me tell you, you want that with every part of your soul. Okay, so this is for men. We're going to challenge you. It's time to grow up. Can't wait to talk to you. Let's do this.